Hi, Dr. Heather here from Wellspring Chiropractic Lifestyle Center. Today we're continuing our discussion about inflammation, chronic inflammation. As we said before, it's connected to all of the major chronic illnesses. So why is it that a chronic inflammatory state manifests in specific conditions that are different for different people? Any health expert is going to recognize that there are three factors in this formula for health, as well as the formula that's going to create disease. And those three factors are genetics, environment, and lifestyle. So when we look at our genetics, we all come in with unique genetic variants. However, the research shows that 99.6% of us should have the perfect genome to express perfect health over time, as long as we have the right environment over time. So that is where the devil's in the details. It's the environment and how we are being, it's the environment and how that is then affecting how our DNA expresses. So if you have a unique genetic variant that perhaps is a vulnerability or a weakness, we know that certain variants may be upregulated or switched on, and other variants are dormant or switched off, which means they're not expressing. When we have triggers from the environment, damage to tissue, or persistent chronic inflammation, those are the things that then will upregulate or switch on those variants so they start to express themselves. So understanding that it's a combination of these three factors, the environment, our genetics, and our lifestyle choices, which are going to determine how a condition is going to manifest. Think of it more as a flavor of the month rather than thinking of it as individual separate conditions. So depending on what ingredients are present will determine how it's going to express. And when you think of that idea of upregulating and downregulating, I like to think of the genetic makeup as one where we have this DNA strands, and when they are open, that's when they're going to express. When they're wound up tight, that's when they're going to be dormant. And so it turns out that our diet, if we're not providing methylated groups from healthy diets, then the genes will then open up and they'll start to express. But if we have the proper nutrients from our diet and we avoid the toxins that can also either deplete those nutrients or trigger damage to the tissue, then that's the way that we can avoid these chronic inflammatory states. So conceptually, I hope you have a really important piece here, that if you have genetic variants, it doesn't mean that you're doomed to have those pathologies that may be connected to them, that those diseases don't have to happen. It's only if you are triggering them and then persisting them so that they are open and active instead of wound up tight and dormant. I hope that you found that useful. If you did, please share it with your friends and family, and I look forward to sharing more with you again soon.